And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Randall. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt.
Turning it Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should.
Ernie on the Jets. He's loose. Inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Marshall. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
Off to the races to the right. At the 30. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aaron!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Randall. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it.
Looking for a huge play. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Find some fresh air. It's a running room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense, understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. From the 15. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's calling. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Carr. He makes a catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 31 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Pulls it in. It's Brown.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Forced out of the pocket. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Klubnik. He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They're setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Here come the Irish back on offense. handoff. Keep working on that clock. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Running into the open space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive.
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, it didn't work that time.
No, might need to get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you were searching for the area code, because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it too and you see that guy out wide. You want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Love. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout, Clemson.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Out of bounds after 43. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings.